Guys, in an SHTF situation where there's no rule of law, you've got to defend yourself. And you've got to protect your provisions, you got to protect your family. Sometimes though, you don't want to be caught unaware. And that's one of the big things. The element of surprise is always on the aggressor. One thing that I just came across, in fact, a good friend of mine, Rick, sent me the Sentry Alarm Mines. These actually were designed for airsoft, but this is an excellent tool for your preps. And we're going to go through and see how it works. We've done some other things with hand grenade tops, which are fairly hard to get. Even mouse traps, we've attached shotgun primers. But with the Sentry Alarm Mine, you use 22 ramset. And this is the number 2. It's a fairly low powered, but it gives a really loud report. Much more than shotgun primers. Well guys, here is a 3-pack of the Sentry Alarm Mines. These are really tough construction. I mean, they're all steel. They have pegs here to put into the ground. You have holes here. They're actually just bolts attached or welded to this piece of steel bar. And then you can actually mount this to a wall. Now it's recommended to use 12-pound test monofilament line. You just attach it here, and then here is your firing pin. And then right here is your cup. I'm going to go ahead and set it. And you're not supposed to dry fire this to keep it from being damaged. Okay, you put your blank in the cup, and then you can attach your string, and then as it goes like this, it'll set off the primer. And of course, we're going to test this out. This has a woodland camouflage color to it according to the website, and there are a few different colors as well. This 3-pack was like $64.99, but again, a good friend of mine, Rick, sent these for me to test out. According to the instructions, you need to use the ramset power level 2. It comes in the brown box. There are other types out there, but that's what Sentry Mine recommends. These run about $8 for 100. It's a lot of fun for just about $7 or $8. But guys, I love it because it's so robust and yet it's very simple. And there's a lot of different ones out there, but to me, this is really something that I think will go long term. With the hand grenade tops, the pins, when you pull them out, after a while, they're just going to wear out, and they're difficult to get. We've done some stuff with big mouse traps or rat traps with shotgun primers. And guys, honestly, it's just not as loud. Now we've taken just some twine. They do call for 12-pound monofilament. Of course, you can use tripwire. And you just want to get it on this little circle, and that's what that circle's for. And we're going to go ahead and put it in the ground before we cock it or set the firing pin. Here we go. So it goes down really nice all the way down. It's going to be really stable. I put a nail in the tree, tied this to it, just making sure it's taut once you get it to the alarm mine. Now pull up on your firing pin, set it on the shelf. Now that we have it in our cock position right here in the cup, we're going to place our blank or our ramset just like that. Now we're going to take our blank and get it out. So we're going to put this over to the side. And then this is what the spent blank looks like. Really easy to drop this in to the hole. Here I have the Sentry Alarm Mine attached to a door frame and took 3 wood screws and just mounted it to the frame. Now you want to make sure that it is in the cock position, but you don't want it to dry fire. So we're going to try to get this a little tight without setting it off. We're going to put the blank into our chamber and we're going to open the door. We're going to open the door. And when you're done, just bring it up, recock it, and then pull that little spent primer out. You can actually get it with your fingernail, but you could possibly get it with a knife as well. We're going to see if we can do it with the fingernail. There we go. Now, if you have any kind of storage building or outbuilding, this is a great way to have a little bit of an alarm on your door. They're not going to see it. Somebody comes up to your door, they start trying to mess with it to get inside. As soon as they pull that door open, they're going to get a 22 shot And you know, they're already nervous, they're already looking around, they're trying to be quiet, and so this is going to go off. And you can set this up anytime you leave the shop. And you're not really going to hurt anybody. It's not like these are dangerous, but they will make that loud report. But the big thing you need to remember is when you come back in, knowing that this thing is set, because otherwise you're going to wake up pretty fast. I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do with this. With the stakes that go into the ground, with the bolts that are welded, and they're tough, because I even pried some of those nails off at first with it. You know, this is going to hold up well. It's just a very versatile option for perimeter alarms. Now these are available at alarmmine.com. They start out at about $24.99, and then of course if you buy more the price drops. This is a great way to have a perimeter outside of your home and warn you ahead of time, so the element of surprise is delayed just a little bit. And I want to thank Rick for sending these over for this test and evaluation. Guys, it's just another tool in your toolbox, because like I've always said, you got to improvise to survive. And guys, if you're serious about prepping and survival, check out Survival Dispatch Insider, one of the best resources on the web for survival and prepping. They use some of the top names in the survival world. We upload one exclusive video there every week, so check it out. I have a link down below in the description. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. Guys, when it comes into a survival, hush, go. But with the Sentry Alarm Mine, you use, with the Sentry Alarm filament line, okay, now the price drops pretty dramatically. The price drops dramatically. Ugh. I'm gonna open the door.